friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am Rue, and today is really just going to be a chatty, hanging out, getting ready with me kind of vibe. I have a couple new things that I'm trying out in today's video, but for the most part I'm just dipping into what I already have in my collection, giving you a bit of an update on some things that are going on in my life, and hanging out with you while I put my face together. So if that sounds like your vibe and you want to just hang out for a little bit, then let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, so I wanted to test out what this Coldnwild single shadow would look like on a dark base. This one is in the shade Gold Peaks and I received it from Cbeautymall. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with my black eye primer. I already did prime with my translucent, but now we're going to take the black one and I'm just going to put it on this, like, it's like a chunky pencil brush. And I just want to put that all on the lid. So I'm just putting that around the lid. I figured today would just be a little bit of a chatty get ready with me. I'm trying out a couple new items, but nothing too crazy. So I just figured I'd hop on, hang out with you guys, and do my makeup. So I'd love to hear what's new with you guys in the comments below. As for me, I have a birthday party to go to this evening. Its theming is like business after hours for outfits, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna wear yet, but that's kind of part of why I wanted a nice deep base for my makeup. Just gonna try and blend those edges a little bit more. And then I'm also running a couple errands today before that. I'm hoping to pick up a little bit more work clothing. I want to go try and find my NYX glitter primer. It's so hard to find in my city, but I want to try and find it because I'm noticing some creasing with my shadows lately, and I want to see if it's the primer, the glitter primer that I'm using, or if it's just kind of my skin changing. Okay, I guess that'll have to do. I'm always nervous using the black primer. I figured we would just go into the Blightmoon palette here, and mainly these two shades are what I'm wanting to play with. Sorry if you guys are tired of seeing this palette, but I figured since I got both of these in PR from Cbeautymall, I would use them together for testing out this shadow on a dark base. I'm also testing out a new light. I know I told you guys I bought a new light a little bit ago. I ended up buying a second one just so that I'd have light coming at me from both directions. So this is the first time I'm filming with the second light, and I'm really hoping it works. So I'm just going into Soot right now, the black shade, and I'm just building that up all over the lid. Sorry if you guys can see my mirror. I like having a mirror held up nice and close, and usually I try to make sure it's not in frame, but sometimes it is, and it just is what it is. I did that with a pretty big fluffy brush. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Now we're going to go into Gravelight, which is the gray, with a nice small fluffy brush. And I just want to put that around the edges. So just going to run that along up top here. I'll probably go in with either a beige or just something really subtle on the very top of the brow bone. So yeah, I have a couple errands to run today, and then tomorrow I'm hoping we have nothing to do so I can just hang out at home, maybe clean up and stuff, because today's pretty busy. My partner just ordered us a new dishwasher and I'm so excited. We haven't had a dishwasher since before we've been together, honestly. I think he had them at his like childhood home, which is where he was living before we moved in together. And I don't know the last time I had a dishwasher because we were always renting. So I'm sure some of our rentals had dishwashers, but it was so far and few that I've never really had a dishwasher that I can recall. So I'm really, really excited. It's not coming in for about a week, so we'll set it up next weekend. I'm just going back in with the black brush, no additional product. Now I want something on my brow bone for sure. I'm thinking I'll go in with this blush here. This is from Gamebeauty and it's in the shade Queen. And I think that's what I'm going to put up in my brow bone. I don't want too much product, just enough to help with the blend. It's a pretty intense eye right now, but that's okay. Again, it's going to be for an after hours event kind of vibe. I don't know what I want to do on my lower lash line. Just trying to get the blend nice and even. So it's taking a good bit of back and forth. Just feel like I'm not quite getting it on this inner part here. All right, I think I'm just gonna kind of clean up the follow and see where we're sitting. All right, I'm still not 100% convinced on the blend yet. I'm just gonna go in with a clean, big, fluffy brush and just do a little bit more back and forth. Just to see if I can get those, just everything a little bit softened up. I like a really, really nice clean blend. Okay, I think I'm liking that. I'm gonna go in with my Unearthly Glimmer Grasp now. And I'm just taking a tiny bit and I'm gonna pick it up on a flat brush. This is another Unearthly brush. Not another, but. And I wanna put that pretty much all over the lid to about 3/4 of the way from the inner corner. I just really want to see how that shade looks over a black base. Just really packing that Glimmer Grasp down. I want it to be nice and tacky. I've noticed creasing lately, so I just want to try and like be extra, just extra, I guess. So going into Coldnwild Gold Peaks. It's hard to open sometimes. And I'm gonna pick this up, and just a reminder, I did get this as a gifted collaboration from Cbeautymall. I want to be very transparent about things like that. And I'm plopping that all over where I put that Glimmer Grasp. That is beautiful. That looks stunning. Sorry about the mirror. I'm used to having you guys pulled in more. But I noticed I lean in when I'm doing my makeup, so I thought being a little further out might help with that. So that you guys can still see what I'm doing when I lean in. So I'm just kind of trying some different things out. That's stunning. I do think I need to do a little more cleanup on that lower lash line. And maybe I could just do the black down there. I'm not really sure what I want. For the lower lash line, what do I want to do? Maybe I'll go back into Blightmoon and grab this one here. This is Obscura. I feel like that might be cool. So I have a little bit more glitter primer on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab an angled brush and scrape the last of that off my hand. All right, with that same brush, I'm gonna pick up Obscura, and I hope this looks good. Ugh, this brush sucks. Actually, it's like fully broken. I don't know why I grabbed that one. I was gonna super glue it because I don't have a lot of those angled brushes. Okay, on this angled brush, just gonna pull Obscura across that lash line. Oh yeah, I was telling you guys about the dishwasher. So yeah, that comes in a week, and then we have to figure out how to install it and remove our old one, because the house we bought came with a dishwasher, but it was like real old. So the first time we tried to use it, the water just got all over our kitchen floor and just like was a huge mess. So we just decided we weren't going to use it. It was really old anyways, so I wasn't going to like pay to repair it or anything like that. That looks beautiful. And that was, we bought our house like 7 or 8 years ago. And we've just been without a dishwasher that entire time, which is fine. I mean, again, I spent most of my life without a dishwasher. Gonna go in with a black eyeliner, but we do spend a lot of time, we feel like, doing dishes and cleaning up. So we think it would be really nice to you know, have that time for other things, because things fall, like, so many things fall behind because we prioritize the most visible mess, which is usually things like dishes and laundry and such. But if that's a little bit easier to handle, then our other things hopefully won't fall apart so much. We're very excited about that. Now I'm going into Illuminati in Heir, and I'm topping. That black one was from Wetnwild. It's in Baby's Got Black. But I'm just gonna top it. This one kind of gives like a purple shift, which is fun. So I think it'll go good with Obscura. Then I need something for my inner corner, and I feel like I have my light sitting on my stack of palettes, and it just fell over. The palette that makes the most sense for that is going to be my Efflorescence palette. I think I'm going to go in with Wax, the yellow, probably. So I do need a little bit more Glimmer Grasp, and I'm just going to prime my inner corner, and I might as well throw a little bit in my brow bone as well. Yeah, let's go into Wax. So this is the Blend Bunny Efflorescence palette, and I think that's looking really cute next to that orangey shade, the Golden Peaks. And there's some like yellow flakes in this purple, so I feel like it's working really, really well. I feel like Wax is the main shade I've been going into on this palette. I really got to dip into some of the other ones a little bit more. And popping that on the brow bone as well. And again, really, really cute. I am quite happy with that. I'm going to go in with some mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess in False Lash Effect. And I'm just, oh, one of my lights died. Dang it. I am so sorry. I'm just going to finish my mascara with the light being dead. And then I'll let it charge up while I do the other eye. And then we'll come back and finish the face. So I'm so sorry that the lighting just changed here for a moment. I just want to get my mascara on. I will say, I feel like that makes a big difference having the second light though. Sometimes I really like this mascara and sometimes it just does not go on as nice as I would like. I really need some new spoolies. Alright, I'm going to hop off, clean this up, catch the other eye up, probably throw lashes and some gems on, and then I'll come back and we can continue on with the face. Alrighty, we are back to finish off the face. I'm just going to start with some e.l.f. Suntouchable primer here. I'm just going to put that all over the face. There's definitely some gray fallout that I did not fully clean up, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I saw Allie Dawson post about putting eye primer on problem areas where foundation isn't sticking, and I've been struggling with my foundation sticking around my nose, so I'm just going to grab a little bit of my Morphe eye primer and give that little method a try here. Alright, now we're going to go into my e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. As you can see, it's almost empty. I'll probably have to start storing it this way so that I can get all the product out. But I like applying my foundation with a brush personally, so that's what we're doing. What else is new with me? I can't remember if I mentioned, but we're also getting a new TV. My partner decided it was time to get a new one, which it definitely is because ours has really bad sound quality and it has like 2 red lines going through it. Like, it is not a very good TV anymore. And he recently got a really better job, so he's wanting to upgrade some things for us, which is nice. And then we were going to redo our fence this year, but we just found out that our neighbors who never wanted to go splits on a new fence sold to developers, which in this case is great because it's going to up our property value, and they never really took care of their property very well. So getting new builds put up there is going to benefit us, especially because now hopefully the developers will just do the fence themselves. But worst case scenario, they'll still probably want to split, but at least it's 50-50 instead of us having to pay the full amount ourselves. So we're pretty excited about that. They're currently moving all of their stuff out. So hopefully that moves nice and quickly. So got a few upgrades coming, hopefully all this summer happening. We'll see. I don't know how fast developers do that stuff. I feel like buildings get put up so fast nowadays. So we'll see. Just to clarify, I am a lover of old homes. My home is currently about 100 years old, and I just think they're built better and have more quality, not more quality, well yeah, more quality, but have more character to them. So I am personally a fan of older homes, but in this case, those houses are both teardowns. They weren't well kept, and I do think that since this isn't hopefully going to be our forever home, we do want to eventually sell and move to a cute little acreage. The faster we up our property value, the better, and things like this happening will do just that. I feel like I'm not loving the skin again today, and I used the products I like. What's going on lately? Maybe when I set it down. Usually once I set it down, it's better. So let's go ahead and do some cream blush. I think I'm going to go in with my Cbeautymall blush stick in Hug. And I really want a lot of blush up in this area, and then we'll blend it down. Maybe a little on my nose. And I'm just going to go in with a brush. This is usually the kind of brush I like to use. That might have been a little bit too much blush, but it's fine. I can always go back in with my foundation brush and diffuse it a little bit. Plus, once I put the powder over top, that usually helps diffuse it too, which is why I also go in with a powder most of the time. So I just like to not rub, but like dab back and forth to get it really blended out and into the skin. Because if you go this way, it can move the product underneath, but if you just kind of push it into the skin, it'll blend nicer. So that's how I like to do my products. I feel like I'm getting an arm workout today. I don't know. I know I said I had some new things to try. This was one of them. I've used it once before, but not on YouTube yet. Just for a short, I used it once or twice. I think once, but I filmed 2 videos. I promise I'll get to the new items soon. They're not things I usually use, which is why they're not coming up yet. We're going to go in with my Lashstep highlight stick. I know I said not to rub back and forth, but I don't know. With highlight sticks, I do. And then I do stipple, though. Stipple? Is that the word? I don't know. I do this. And I'm just using the blush brush again, just to kind of blend it into the skin. Now, we're going to go in with my Wetnwild loose setting powder, the photo focus one. I haven't been using this one very much, except for occasionally I'll add it to under the eye when I use my other blush. When I use my other setting powder, but today I want to use this one. So yeah, I'll usually grab some, pop it wherever, and then just blend it in with the puff. I don't like to get too close to the under eye with that much product on the puff, so I'll put it on like a cheek or somewhere where it'll be easy to puff away. Puff away? I don't know what words I'm using today. Alright, now we might as well just use this blush since I used it earlier. But I used this earlier on my eyeshadow anyway, so we're gonna use it for blush as well. So just doing a little bit of pressing it into the skin as well. What do I want for a highlight? I think we'll just go into my Zeesea Interstellar here. I think that's a good tone for this look. Just gonna add some to my upper lip as well. I'm just gonna go in with my Essence brow pencil here next. And I usually just kind of touch the brow up. I'm not a big fan of this pencil. I prefer something a little bit more precise, but once I use this up, I'll just buy something else. It's not bad, like it's a great color match. I just don't think I'm a big fan of the pencil design for brows. Then I just go in with a spoolie and brush it out. I think all that's left is lips. This eyelash is not sticking. I might have to fix it, but let's go into lips. We're gonna start with my ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Bumble. It's almost empty, but it's a really nice shade. but I'm kind of on a mission to use it up with how small it is. And then I like to soften it. Oh, it's fine. Then I think I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of my liquid catsuit in Terrifying Tangerine, just in the center, and just blend it out. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this Zeesea Beauty lipstick. I'm just gonna pick it up on a brush and deepen the outer edges. We'll see if picking it up on a brush does the trick. Maybe it's not as deep as I thought it was. Just gonna add a little bit more all over the lips because it's not as deep as I thought it was. Not loving this. I'm gonna go into the Blightmoon palette and go in with Bloodstone here. Just with, I just kind of want to set this as well as deepen it a little bit. And I'm hoping in the process it softens the edges. You know what? I think it'll be okay. We're gonna add a little bit of this gloss. This one's from Unearthly and Ruin. And I don't want too much. Now, finally, onto a new thing. I have this new Wetnwild Fight Dirty setting spray, and I'm hoping it just makes everything kind of soak into the skin a little bit more. This is a detox setting spray. Yeah, I figured I've been not having setting spray for so long that it was time. So I don't know how I feel about this. I'm just gonna fan it to dry it. I can't tell if it looks better or not. While I wait for my straightener to heat up so that I can fix my bangs, my last new item is actually this Cbeautymall body spray. I know that they're currently, I believe, in a lawsuit for this product because it looks so much like the Sol de Janeiro one, which I've never tried, but if this is worth being sued over, I figured I had to try it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the product everyone's talking about right now because of that. Not this specific scent, but these body mists. So I figured I would give it a try. I'm always on the hunt for some new scents. And I will do layering. I cannot get this open. Oh my gosh. I will do some layering with a couple things with this, but I want to just smell it on its own first. So the one I got is the No. 2 Salted Caramel and Pistachio, and it's a fragrant mist for hair and body. So I will layer it, but let's just smell it on its own first. It's nice. I think it will layer nicely with what I was going to layer it with. I mean, I'll have to test it out more, but I don't mind the scent. It's not bad at all. Hopefully the longevity is decent. So I'll show you guys what I was gonna layer on it. I've got this roller perfume. This one is in Dragon's Breath. It's from a local creator. I put this one behind the ears and then usually like back behind the neck, on my collarbones. And then I actually like to like put it on my scalp and my hair too, and sometimes even on my ends. This one smells like those cocoa bars. I don't know if you'll know what I'm talking about. I'll try to pop a picture up. This smells exactly like those. Absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, the brand did rebrand, and I don't know how I feel about their new stuff. I haven't smelled it, but I just like the aesthetic of these older ones better. The new ones they put like crystals and dried fruit and stuff in them, which I get it. I get for some people that's a really cool thing. It kind of has that witchy element. But for me, I just liked the nice clean bottles and what their old style was. So I haven't tried their new stuff yet. I might not. That looks better. But yeah, so we've got that. And then for a perfume, I have Caramel Brew from Okcha. I will say that I love the scents, and this one I'll spray like on each side and right on the chest. Usually I'll do a little in the hair too. I accidentally inhaled, like ate that. Ugh. Great. And then body mist, I just literally spray everywhere. So I'll just like, and we'll see how it all holds up together. I wish I didn't eat that one. Alrighty guys, that is it for today's video. This is going to be the completed look. I will keep you posted on how I feel about the new scent, the new setting spray. I'll keep testing this little guy out, of course. And yeah, I will keep you posted. I'm sure I'll update you whenever I use it next in a video. But for now, that is it for today's video. I hope you didn't mind the kind of just chatty hangout vibes. I personally really enjoy just sitting here doing my makeup, especially when I have things to talk about, which isn't always. And I know today was just all about like dishwashers and fences and stuff. So sorry if that's boring to you. To me, it's very exciting to be updating my home because I take a lot of pride in my home, even though it's not in the best area. It's still mine. So yeah, I again hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. If you did, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. It does help my channel out a lot. And if you do want to stay tuned in my content, what I'm creating, you can hit that subscribe button. It basically just bookmarks me so I'm nice and easy to find for you. And other than that, guys, I will catch you on my next one. Bye!